Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Ella. I'm a freshman at Princeton, and today I'm going to be filming a get ready with me video. It is finally spring break. We only have a few days, but I'm soaking it up, and I really wanted to get ready today and treat myself to just sitting down and enjoying myself while putting on some makeup and having a slow morning. And before we get into the video, I wanted to talk about a perfume that I recently started using. So today I think I'm gonna wear Oriental Cherry by Dossier. Oriental Cherry and Oriental Tobacco are my two go-to scents lately. I recently started wearing Dossier and I'm totally obsessed with their scents. Their brand is totally sustainable and all their scents are modeled after designer perfumes, but the price is not crazy. These two scents actually, Oriental Cherry and Oriental Tobacco, are modeled after Tom Ford's Lost Cherry and Tom Ford's Tobacco Vanilla. Whenever I wear them, I don't feel like I'm wearing a lot of perfume. I feel like I just smell good. Another great part of Dossier is that if you're not sure what kind of perfume you want to try, they have a risk-free agreement. So when you purchase from Dossier, it comes with a small sample size that you can try for a few days to see if you really like that scent. And if you don't like it, you haven't actually opened the full bottle yet, so you can just send it back and get a refund. So it's a very low risk purchase, which is not normally the case with perfumes. If you're interested in trying Dossier, they actually have 20% off on their website right now. Plus you can use my discount code 10ELLA for an additional 10% off. I'm so thankful and excited to be partnering with Dossier on this video. They are such a great sustainable brand and I hope that you check them out. When I spray my perfume, I normally spray on my wrist and then I go like this. And then I spray here. And I take my wrist and I go like this, spread it out, and then I'm good. Oh, it smells so good. Okay, first I'm gonna do my skincare. And lately, ever since I moved to the East Coast, my skin has been really dry. And I don't know if you can see, but my eyelids get kind of puffy in the mornings. So I have to be really careful and make sure that I use a lot of moisturizer. First, I'm gonna use the Ordinary Argireline solution, which is basically just like a plumping solution. It really like wakes up my face in the morning. It's not a serum or anything. It's just like it feels kind of like water, honestly. But it really helps my face wake up. Helps my eyes wake up, just feels good. Then I'm gonna use the L'Oreal Collagen Moisturizer, which is probably the most intense moisturizer I've ever used. When I was in Hawaii last semester, I actually didn't like it very much, this moisturizer, because it was so heavy and my skin wasn't very dry when I was living there. But now my skin's so dry and it's really nice to have like a really heavy duty moisturizer. Okay, now that moisturizer's done, I'm gonna use the CeraVe eye cream, and this is an eye repair cream. So it's really been helping with the redness and puffiness that happens on my eyes, especially in the mornings. Just use about that much, and then rub it in. And for the final step in my skincare, I'm gonna use the CeraVe Tinted Sunscreen. I really love this sunscreen because it's tinted and there's no white cast. Somehow, like, no matter what sunscreen I use, there's always a white cast unless it's tinted. No matter how much it's like, there's no white cast, like it just doesn't work. So I found that this one's really great and it's very sheer. So it's not like foundation or anything. And honestly, it's just another layer of moisturizer, which I could really use right now. Okay, now on to the makeup. For concealer, I rotate between the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind and the e.l.f. Hydra Camo Concealer Satin Finish. And I really like this one for a more natural look, so I think I'm going to use that today. I just put it right under my eyes, and I really like to take it like up into this space here because I feel like I get a dark circle like right there, and then up on top of my eyes as well. Hide the redness. Okay, I'll use my beauty blender to just spread that out. Princeton's academic calendar this year is different because of COVID. So for spring break, we have just Monday and Tuesday off. We don't have a whole week. And I'm still so excited. Like I would like to have the whole week, but I'm so excited to just have 2 days. Midterms were kind of crazy this semester. I actually just was sitting in bed this morning finishing a paper, but now I'm really truly done for 4 days, I guess. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So it's something. I'll take it. So after concealer, I normally move on to bronzer. I have always and will always use the Hoola bronzer. It's the best one. And normally with bronzer, I try to make it look pretty natural, but I do my cheekbones, and then I really like to put some bronze on the top of my forehead, because when I do get tan, I've noticed that it's mostly like right on the top of my forehead, and I feel like it looks natural when you put the bronzer in the place that you get the most tan when you are actually tan. I don't know if that makes sense. Okay, bronzer done. And for blush, I've been using the Glossier Cloud Paint in the color Storm. I also chose this color because this dark color is actually similar to my natural flush in hue. It's not actually like, my natural flush is not this dark, but it's definitely more of like a deep like rose color, or like a deep wine when I get naturally flushed. And I've noticed that if I wear like a peachy blush, it can look like I'm wearing blush, because it will be a different shade than my actual flush, if that makes sense. So I tried to get one that actually like looks like my natural shade. And I absolutely love this blush. It's super buildable and blendable, and because it's liquid, it just looks so natural. And I spread it out with my fingers, and then I use a brush to make sure there's no funkiness going on. It's like the best. You just blend it out and amazing. Okay, and now I'm gonna move on to eyebrows. So normally I just brush my eyebrows straight up, or a little to the side. And then I use this Brow Stylist Definer by L'Oreal. It's a total dupe for the Anastasia. I used to use the Anastasia, but it's just so expensive. And when I fill in my eyebrows, I really try to make it look natural, and I try to just like draw in extra hairs rather than trying to fill in the whole brow. I actually used to totally hate my eyebrow shape, and I used to draw it down really far to try to make them like much bigger. And now I'm like, I don't feel that way at all. And I think it's because I started using a smaller brush, a smaller pencil rather than like a thick one, because it's so much easier to get the effect you want with a small pencil by just like drawing on little hairs. You have so much more control over how it looks. Now I'm just gonna curl my eyelashes. Something I've really been wanting to try lately is the lash perming. My friend Olivia, she does the lash perming, so her eyelashes are always curled, and it looks so amazing. I really want to try it. Maybe future video content. Now I'm going to use the Stix highlighter from ColourPop. I love this highlighter so much. It's really shimmery, not sparkly, which is like a thing for me. I don't want to have like sparkles on my face. So I normally just put like a line on either side of my cheek, and then I use my brush to blend it out. And for the final step, I'm going to use the Glossier Balm.com coconut flavor, just for a little bit of hydration. And that is it. Okay, so now let's move on to hair. I actually just read my book for like 10 minutes. I like to let my hair dry, air dry a little bit before I use my hair dryer on it. May as well just like take this time to sit and read my book while I let my hair dry a little, and then I can blow dry it and control the rest of how it dries, because this is already looking a little funky. Yeah, if I can air dry a little, I like to take advantage of that. I'm just gonna brush my hair out, and then I'm gonna use my Dyson. This is my baby, like literally my favorite hair tool ever. I'm gonna use it for my whole life. Like there's no question about it. So normally when I use the Dyson, I start out with the rough dry. With that attachment, I blow out my hair to like 80% dry. And then once it's at 80% dry, I switch to the brush to brush through it a few times. And then I use the small round attachments to create curls. So here is the main piece, and then I'm gonna use this one, the rough dry. And when I'm using the rough dry, I really try to blow in opposite directions to the way like my hair sits on my head. So I'll blow my hair this way and I'll blow it this way to try to create volume. Okay, so now my hair is like about 80% dry, I think, and I've got some good root volume going. Oh, I also forgot to show that I did use heat protectant. I would never blow dry or straighten or curl my hair without it. I just used it when I turned the video off. Oops. So now I'm also going to use this Frisbee Gone. It's just like a serum by Giovanni, and I'm just going to use a little bit because I don't want my hair to get oily, but it just helps my hair like curl really nicely if I put some on my roots before I use the other attachments. Now I'm gonna exchange this one for the brush, and this brush has kind of flexible bristles, so it's not gonna straighten my hair, it's just gonna smooth out a little. Okay, so now I'm done with this one, and my hair is even a little bit more dry, but it's also super smooth, and so now I can section it. Just take like a little more than half of my hair, put it up on top of my head with a claw clip, and then I'm gonna start with the Airwrap. So the way that the Dyson Airwrap works is you get 2 attachments, and you want the arrow to be pointing away from your face. You can also alternate, so you can do like one going away, one going towards, but I really like to have the curls on this side going away and the curls on this side going away. So I'll start with this one. I'll just grab a piece of hair, and the Dyson will automatically like try to wrap the hair, so I just have to make sure that it is in the right position. And then we'll just wrap it up. And we get a perfect little curl. Just keep going all the way around my head. So I just switched the rod to the other one, and so now I'm gonna go away from my face on the other side. Okay, so now we've got some Oompa Loompa vibes going on. I have not brushed through any of the curls, so I'm letting them just sit for a minute, but I just got to the top section, and with the top, I normally just try to find my part, and then I just keep going with the curls. But when I actually have the curl in here, I try to pull it up into the other side to create some volume. I'll show you what I mean. So silly. I promise it'll look better when I brush it out a little bit with my fingers. Okay, so now that I'm done with my whole head, I am going to use this Diva Curl. It's called the Frizz-Free Volumizing Foam. It's a lightweight body booster, and I really like it because it's not a hairspray. I pretty much refuse to use hairspray because I hate the like crunchy. Ooh, I hate it. But this is really great because it's just gonna like make volume and hold the curls a little bit without being crunchy in any way. So I normally just get like a pretty good pump of that and go like this, and then just push up the curls. And then I'll do another one on the other side. I'm gonna take my fingers and just brush through the curls so they don't look so perfect. I want them to a little bit more bouncy, and there's something about having bouncy hair that's just so awesome. And if it gets to be too much throughout the day, I also like to pull it back and use a claw clip for like a half up, half down. But I'm gonna keep it all down right now. So now that hair is done, I'm gonna put on some more jewelry, I think. I just have some fun rings, and I have a simple necklace. It's actually a friendship necklace for me and my friend Olivia. She has like the other half of the circle. And I just have my like plain old hoops that I wear all the time. And now I'm gonna get dressed. Decided to wear this blue dress from Urban Outfitters. It's very simple and very comfortable. It's also pretty short, but it's warm outside, so we can do that. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed this little get ready with me. I know it made me feel so good to film it. I don't know, it was so fun. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if there's any questions you have or any specific content requests, leave a comment below. Have a great day.